Well, g'day guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Greece, and welcome to the island of Corfu. And just while we let all this traffic go by, it's ferry montage time. Well, as always, the boarding process in Greece is a little bit chaotic, but the interesting thing is, the more often we do this, the more we kind of just get used to the chaos. No queuing up, no proper, I'm just watching our boat come in. It's probably due in about 15-20 minutes, and apparently that's where they'll board. So once the other cars have come off, I'm just going to make my way towards it and kind of waft digital tickets at them. But yeah, the more often you do this, it's interesting, the more you kind of, chaos is just part of the process. So it's actually one of those ferries where you drive on and then you do a U-turn and reverse back into your space. No issue there whatsoever. Apart from the guy, they squeeze you in really, really tightly. Apart from the guy who decided to park beside us, and clearly, first time in his life he's ever had to reverse a car.
Way down there.
You just missed it down there.
Well, what happened?
Our van, that close to getting smashed by some guy who can't reverse.
Is it alright now?
Yeah. Oh, and there's me saying we've got used to all this stress. Anyway, next up, Corfu.
Donut. Yeah.
Now, we've actually been here a couple of days, just meandering around. Nicola went to the aquarium yesterday.
Yeah, if you're interested in going, €10 entry, or you can get a combined ticket for €20, which includes an hour on a glass-bottom submarine type boat. I just went for the €10, which is a 35-minute guided tour, and then you can stay in as long as you want. Really, it's quite small, but really, really interesting, and I absolutely loved it, so I would recommend it.
We do, however, have a little bit of an emotional roller coaster going on, and it's all to do with a little kitty cat. He's Tinker. He's Tinker. I'm gonna try to do something with it. Take it to the vet on Monday. No, it tinks. No. So, curly eye, very wheezy, and we had decided tomorrow's Monday, we're taking it over to the vet, but we went back to the van yesterday evening and it was nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen this morning either, and so we thought something not too good had happened to it. But it turns out another little girl had taken it into her tent or taken it into the van, so it's okay. We've left it back at our van on one of the seats, chilling out now. But yeah, we're going to take it to the vet tomorrow and hopefully get it sorted. But yeah, a bit of an emotional roller coaster as always with the cooks and animals, and I don't think there's much point waiting for it to be quiet to record these because
the island is so busy. I mean, it's chalk and cheese compared to Kefalonia. Yeah. Absolutely mobbed with people, mobbed with traffic. Lots of nice little bays along the way where we are at the moment, but if you're looking for tranquility, yeah, don't come here.
Don't come to Corfu.
It's certainly not in July.
But we are heading down now to
try and find the monastery.
Try to find the monastery.
We were going to do it yesterday after the aquarium, but it is so hot. It was 42 the day we got here.
42 degrees.
that we just were too weary. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to leave Nigel having a coffee while I peruse the numerous shops, because it has to be done.
Anyway, to the monastery. And it's not just busy on the roads, all of the little boats for hire heading in and out of the port as well. It's been the first time actually since we've been in Greece that it really does feel like a proper resort area, mostly because of all the quad bikes and various things. Anyway, we're about halfway towards the monastery. Oh, and there's me trying to hide the fact that Corfu town has got a couple of castles, and then the boat goes right past it, and Nicola's like, ooh, castle! It's interesting, all of the sun loungers have all got a minimum spend. So the ones just down here, I think it's £7.50 to rent the lounger and the umbrella, and then a minimum of €10 spend per person. So if there's two of you, that's what, mathematics was never my strong point, but a lot of money. But of course no lounging about for us. She has us climbing up hills to go visit monasteries. That's good to get out moving. And actually,
we will be laying around the rest of the day, let's face it.
Yeah. It's actually nice to escape the crowds as well. And in fact, it's still quite early. You think that was busy coming down, wait till we're going back.
Yeah, it's only 10:15 at the moment.
It's just tour coach after tour coach after tour coach, quad bikes, all kinds of jive. So there's us thinking we're going to be the only ones up here. It seems to be it's the most popular thing to do. Massive big car park, loads of people. But apparently it's free to get in. We like free.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need.
Really lovely and peaceful in here. The gardens are spectacular. Well, I was about to say lovely and peaceful. Yeah, the views are beautiful and the gardens are stunning. Really, really nice. And in the little museum they had some manuscripts dating back to the 1600s. But there's no air whatsoever. Oh my. Very, very warm.
I think this is the nice day,
Yeah.
actually.
If you're giving me your love, giving me your love, all that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love.
So that was really nice. So we're wandering back down now to grab a coffee. Just noticed actually up in the hills here, there's a whole little village perched up on the hilltop. And as is quite often, or as I've said a few times, I think coming to somewhere like Corfu in the off season would be spectacular, because I bet you could find lots and lots and lots of different bays and things. Really beautiful. But yeah, now it's time for coffee.
Here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you.
So we have just been chilling out all afternoon in the Acapulco bar cafe. As is quite often the case, well, our campsite doesn't have a pool or anything. It does have a pool associated with it, you can go and chill in, but it's really mobbed with lots of crazy people enjoying their holidays. So this place here, it's got like 4 or 5 levels, and we just chill out. If you take a sunbed, you've got a we didn't take a sunbed, we just hung out in the shade. But apparently down here there's a nice dipping spot, or so Nicola says. But she also said that she almost got washed away, so I don't think I'm going to be dipping. Well, that's not too bad at all. I think the waves have somewhat calmed down since Nicola was last in. And as I said before earlier on the vlog, I think coming to Corfu in the off season, access to these little bays, just stunning. But right now we're heading back to the campsite, and we have some interesting and hopefully good news about the little putty cat. Let's go. Rescue mission 101.
Hello, you staying there? How you doing in there? How you doing?
Right, so it's time. We managed to find a little kitty last night. There was another family who were looking after it, and they actually had the same thought about trying to get a vet for it. But Nicola found a cat rescue centre who work with Corfu town vets, and so they said bring her along and we'll look after it. So happy days. But my goodness me, stressful in Corfu town with parking. So we just had to pay €5 for a, oh lordy, for an all-day parking. And now we're making our way over to the vets. Yeah, 0 places to free park in Corfu town. It's just crazy. The main thing is we're getting the little kitty cat scene too. And it was fantastic that the other German family were thinking the same thing. It really does give you a little bit of hope for humanity when you see other people are willing to do what it takes to help little critters like this one. Oh, I'm trying not to get squeezed by a car. Oh, just cars everywhere. Mental. And even though we're in rescue mission, I can almost sense that behind me Nicola's going, oh, look at the shops. Ooh. Shops.
No, right now I just want to get the kitten sorted.
Which means later on this afternoon, shop. Oh, it's warm. Right, we made it into the vet, so fingers crossed. She's looking quite weak actually, so get seen pretty quickly and get some fluids into it. Right, so we have left the kitten in with the vet. It was a little bit stressful initially because we felt as though we were being ignored a little bit, and she was going downhill pretty fast, but I think it was just the sort of the heat. So they brought her some water. They're going to take a look at her now and let us know in about 30 minutes what the course of treatment is. And as I say, the cat sanctuary is going to give it some treatment here, and then we'll carry on the treatment hopefully at the sanctuary. And but we're going to help out with some of the bills now, but we'll go back in 30 minutes and see what the outcome is, see what it needs. Hopefully it just needs some, you know, TLC, maybe a bit of antibiotics and a bit of worming and stuff. So we'll see. Right now though, a much needed coffee.
I feel like an anxious mother.
Right, coffee consumed, and now back to the vet, which is actually just next door here. Hopefully some positive news. I say maybe just need some superficial bits and pieces done to it. We can help with the fees and leave it for the cat lady to come pick up later. Let's go in, find out. Hello, darling. Hello. Okay, so a bit of an update. Just got some blood taken from the kitten, and she's now officially called Tinker. Nicola's not impressed with that name. So that'll be, they're doing the blood analysis now, and that'll determine the course of action that we need to take, or that they need to take. But it's horrible whenever she's making the little screaming noises, getting the blood taken. But all for the good. Yeah, it looks like she's got, as we thought, some respiratory issues. She's got ear mites, going to get those cleaned out. And obviously the runny eyes as well. So lots to get fixed. Done deal. There you go. So lots of injections, lots of other bits and pieces done. Its white blood count was quite high.
Very high, yeah.
And she'll be on now 21 days of antibiotics orally. But the charity, the animal charity, will do that. So we just settled the bill. Actually, given the amount of treatment that it was given.
It was it was €82, and I kid you not, it probably would have been about £400 in the UK.
Yeah.
So it was good value.
And yeah, so that's hopefully. And we said, look, is it going to survive? And she was like, it should be okay.
Hopeful.
And she's hopeful. So,
yeah.
Oh goodness me. Well, there you go. One cat rescue done and dusted.
Very sad leaving it though. I know.
Nicola has a problem saying goodbye. What I have a problem with is I've got no idea where we parked the van.
No.
Because we kind of just rode into this car park.
I think we should be going that way. Yeah, we're going the wrong way, I think.
Okay, well,
right.
We can go through here.
We can.
Right, next up, let's try to find our van again. Good old Find Friends app. You can also find devices. So I put in my iPad and it brought me back to the van. So I'm gonna go pick up some shopping bags, do some grocery shopping, and then up to our second campsite here in Corfu. We'll catch up then. Well, good morning guys. Woke up this morning feeling strangely a little bit down, just thinking about little Tinker. Now we have since been sent some video footage of it actually at the cat rescue place, getting a nice bit of food in its belly. So from that perspective it's all good, but for those of you who have followed our channel from the beginning, you know that for the first couple of years we travelled with our little beloved Guinness, and that's the first little kitty cat that has really sucked us back in again. But there's no way we could have, especially with 21 days antibiotics needed. It's in the right place, and hopefully, because it is still a kitten, recovers quickly and it can get rehomed and go on to live a fantastic life. The campsite we're staying at, really quiet. I mean, we've just been down in the pool and we were the only ones in it, and it's about 11 o'clock. But we're going to wander out around this area. I think there's a little beach, maybe about a 15-minute walk away. And then later on this afternoon, we're going to get the bus. Yeah, we're about a 20-minute bus journey down into Corfu Old Town, where Nicola's got her eye on, well, one castle, because one castle is closed today, so we might have to make a return journey down to Corfu Old Town. But yeah, little Tinker. Can't believe there's a cat on Corfu, you know, I call it Tinker Cook. Step away from the 5-star villas, slightly more upgraded than where we're staying, but probably 5 times the cost as well. Oh, and by the way, now no laughing at this comment. What did you see last night, Nicola?
You won't believe it. I saw a beaver. I kid you not. There's a little river path that we walked through to get to the harbour where we sat last night, and sitting on top of the foliage. Well, I thought it was an otter. I thought, no, that's not an otter. And then Nigel said, was it a rat? But no, it was massive.
Big old beaver.
It was a beaver. I looked up, but yeah, they have beavers in Corfu.
There you go. And shame on all you childish people who laughed at that.
Oh, come on, we've been chuckling about it. I still can't believe I saw a beaver in Corfu. Didn't even know they were here.
And the random thing about it is, it was down this kind of nondescript, overgrown, sort of tiny little river.
Yeah, it wasn't even a massive river, but I reckon it's so overgrown because the beaver's been building its dam.
Beaver watch. Stop laughing.
I'm going to go and have another look for it at some point. I feel like I've become a beaver stalker.
Some very swanky hotels and private villas up around these parts. How quickly we would be set upon and asked what we're doing in there if we were to wander in. I give it under a minute. We still haven't managed to find our way down to the beach.
No.
This little peninsula that we're on right now seems to be lots of private residencies, and down that way there was the Corfu Continental, which seemed like a very upmarket place. I know what you're laughing about.
I'm soaking.
I know, because we haven't managed to find a beach, even though Nicola could see beaches on the map.
And I kind of wanted to venture in, but Nigel reminded me that maybe I wouldn't be granted access.
Yeah, it looked like a very plush place. In fact, across the road there were actually gated and security guards on it. So
I think there might have been a little beach we missed before we got to that bit, but it was too far for me to walk back. I just couldn't be bothered. So I missed out.
the goat is strong in this one today.
Yeah.
And of course we came out because the instructions told us the beach we thought we were going to was only 15 minutes away, so we didn't bring any water or snacks or anything.
Half an hour later.
I know, and we're still nowhere near back to our van. So in amongst all of the grandeur, there looks to be this, it looks like abandoned apartments actually. Come and live in there, come squat in there for the summer. What's quite funny about getting really annoyed about not managing to make it to the beach, if we had made it to the beach,
we forgot to put our swimming gear back on.
Complete idiots. We were in the pool and then took our swimming gear off and just wandered off. Let's go to the beach. With no swimmers. It would have been Naked Tuesday, followed by arrest and fine Wednesday. And just when I thought we were making our way back to the van, Nicola spotted a little church out on the peninsula. Doesn't look like we can get into it, mind you, but it's a nice little area. And this is our campsite's kind of up over that way somewhere, so. The beaver stalker. Unfortunately, it doesn't look as though the water around here is overly clean to be dipping in. So the closest sort of water, the ocean to us, just not really something to swim in. So I stand corrected, we can get into the little church, so let's go take a look.
'Cause
So guys, we have brought ourselves into Corfu town.
Where I think it is as hot as the sun.
It is. It's hot and sweaty, lots of people, lots of little tiny streets. I think we're going to go and try to find ourselves a coffee, regroup a little bit,
Yeah.
and try not to melt into the furniture. Oh my goodness me.
Do you know how hot it is? There is masses and masses of shops, and I haven't even got the energy to go into any of them. It's so hot.
I'll give that a
Although I
couple.
probably should, because they'll have aircon.
Give that a couple of hours, you'll be back in them. Let's go and explore Corfu town.
Spin me around and around, turn me upside down. Spin me around and around, let me feel.
There's a bit too many shops here for my liking. And someone just had a coffee, so she's probably feeling refreshed, ready to shop. Ooh,
I know, I was kind of thinking, ooh.
sweet stuff.
I'm not dreaming, hold me, tell me I'm not dreaming.
As usual, the cooks are completely lost. Just wandering around little back alleyways. No. I think we've ended up in someone's back garden. Nope, maybe you can. Always barking dogs as well. We're now off on the hunt for Nicola's castle. Castle!
I've been hiding out while shouting out. You would open up. Oh.
If shopping for cat is your thing, then you might want to book a trip to Corfu town.
I've seriously never seen so many shops in such a small area, like a town. It's unbelievable. It's even overwhelming. It's actually overwhelming for me.
It's giving me a headache. That's what it's doing. Well guys, welcome to the old fortress. €6 per person to get in. And something tells me this is going to be a hot and sweaty visit.
Oh, look at the views though.
Oh, thank you. Actually down here they've got lots of little fishermen's cabins or something down here. Pretty cool. But yeah, the old fortress. There's a Venetian fortress as well, but we're not sure whether we're going to get to see it.
Closed on a Tuesday.
And it's Tuesday. Right, let's go. Oh, what is she up to? Because she wanted to walk the walls, she's now getting stuck, having to clamber down like some sort of goat. Gonna get us through all night. A measure of how popular and how busy Corfu is. Come to you see. And by the way, I've bust my glasses as well. Always breaking sunglasses. Look at how many boats there are. A very, very busy island.
Turn me upside down. Turn me upside down. Oh, turn me upside down.
We knew exactly she was going to go in there. It's a cranny. She needs to get in the crannies.
You know me, I can't not go in.
So we're heading up to the top of the fortress, which I think we're pretty much there now. So €6 a piece,
Not worth it.
not worth it.
Don't bother.
Yeah, pretty much all of it is just empty, derelict. In fact, a lot of the fortress looks to be quite modern. You know, old army buildings and stuff. And the view's okay, but it's not.
I don't think it's worth the money.
Not worth €6.
Maybe 3, but not 6.
Yeah, so I would skip it, save your money.
Buy an ice cream.
Buy an ice cream.
Or a pint of beer instead.
Ooh.
Hold me, tell me I'm not dreaming. I'm not dreaming. Hold me, tell me I'm not dreaming.
So, still in the same complex, this is actually the Corfu Sailing Club. Pretty nice entrance to it as well. Tell you what though, the stones are as slippy as anything. Oh, actually, we've made our way down to the beach. Once again, we've forgotten our togs.
Feel, spin me again and again till I'm upside down. Calling again and again my name.
Yeah, so Sailing Club's quite a nice area, but the actual complex itself, still don't think it's worth €6 to get in. So we're going to wander back into the old town now, pick ourselves up a little bit of refreshments. I'm sure someone is going to go and peruse the shops. Skip this one. Save your €6 for ice cream and donuts.
I've been lost and found. I've been on the ground.
Well guys, that after 93 days, shh, don't tell the Greek authorities, that is our adventure in Greece over. Last couple of days we have enjoyed some fine dining. Well guys, that was Nigel versus come here, get one of these, then quite promptly go to bed. I think we'll see you in the morning. We have shown the young'uns how to party at a beach party. And we've generally just chilled out. I tell you what, that is rather refreshing. It's the first time I've been in the sea since Kefalonia, and it certainly feels a little bit cooler. But actually, given the fact that it's a very sweaty walk down into the little town, it's very refreshing.
I'm still gearing up.
Yeah, as usual. I don't know how you managed to do 200 odd days straight in Yahoo! In Port Rush. Come on girl, you can do it. Straight in. 3, 2, 1. But it's now time for us to say goodbye to Greece. Sadly. With a very, very heavy heart. Now we're going to keep this short because we will put up a little video in the middle of the week talking about everything that Greece had to offer. But let's just say, in a completely different way, it's probably on par with how much we enjoyed Norway last year. That's just how good it was. But yeah, heavy hearts, time to go. Now, we are so glad that we came to Corfu for one main reason, and that was obviously saving little Tinker. A shout out to Jacqueline and Michelle, a German family who also were looking to look after her. They have actually donated some money to the cat rescue centre, and they split the cost with us as well for the vet bills. Absolutely fantastic. We were trying to convince them that they want to take her as well and get her rehomed. On that point, I know some of you every so often throw us a couple of dollars for a little coffee, much appreciated. If you have been thinking of doing that, then I'm going to put a link below to the cat rescue centre. Why not donate to those guys and say it's for Tinker, and I'm sure Tinker will happily share some of that money with some of the, I think she's got something like 150 cats there, so all the help that you can get, but just say it's from the Traveller's Cookbook to look after little Tinker. Well, we have got a couple of hours until our boat. We're getting the boat over to Brindisi. The van needs a few bits and pieces kind of done to it because it's certainly shown its age now, but as always, that will be a story for next time.
And I need a few bits done to me as well because I'm showing my age.
Oh, that's a whole different episode. Right guys, well once again, thanks a lot for following along on this little Greek adventure. We have absolutely loved Greece. We are leaving with a very heavy heart.
And a few tears from me, no doubt, because I will cry at pretty much anything.
Yeah. And goodbye to Tinker as well. And yeah, don't forget, leave a little donation for Tinker.
Stay safe, Tinker. We won't ever forget you. Oh look.
Right guys, on that note, thanks a lot for following along, and until next time, somewhere in Italy, take care. Bye bye.